Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakah, Kodash. Double honors unto the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and shalom to the whole full elect. This is the Paya Allah. This is News and Prophecy News Update. The date today is the 20th or the 21st. I can't recall it. But I'm gonna go into this article. It's an update. Um, Filtering, current events through the scriptures. Right, we've been set up to stand up and watch, basically measure the time diligently. All right, by using the words of this prophecy of this book, the book being the Holy Bible. All right, the authorized version, of King James, which includes the Apocrypha. All right, to basically go inside of that book with the prophecies, the prophetic words, because it tells you in the book of Revelation the testimony of Yahweh Shai, the spirit of prophecy, Yahweh Shai being the true name for the Lord, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And his testimony basically is prophecy, so prophetic events come into play is the best way to show the spirit of the Lord Yahweh Shai. So these are key events leading up into the major prophecies we're waiting upon, being that of the MOTB, the immutable wrath grain, which no one's going to be able to buy or sell save he that have the mark. And World War Three, all right, which is basically America, which will end up with America being destroyed, turning into the lake of fire spoken of in the book of Revelation, and then ultimately the return of our Lord with what uh, the so-called white man calls UFOs or UAPs in this modern day era, which are the chariots of Israel. It's from the beginning to the end of the Bible, where you deal with Moses, Elijah, Yahweh Shai, so on and so forth. All right. So this is an article from the People's Voice.tv. The headline reads: Klaus Schwab says era of shock events is coming ahead of 2024 election. Right. So this is the decade of change, I believe they've decreed it when you deal with Klaus Schwab and his set of people. All right. So 2020 set the precedent as far as events unfolding, in terms of moving the world into a new world order. All right, going starting with the pandemic. All right, moving into the where it it kind of waned, but it went straight into World War Three. All right, that was what, or like the rumblings of World War Three is what actually quelled all of the pandemic talk. All right, but silently in the background, it was still going on. There was mention of the most recent thing with the monkey, um, and sh- various different other diseases and plagues that came round about the same time. But now it's rearing again its ugly head. All right, and it's all these events are going to lead up to these cataclysmic events unfolding. So it says Klaus Schwab's World Economic Forum just warned of an era of shock events is coming ahead of the 2024 US election as the global elite prepare to unleash chaos in society. In the dystopian article, the WEF warns that citizens heading to the polls in November should be expecting destabilizing events, including a cyber pandemic, which is intentional, the emergence of a new global extremist group, and the fast-tracked climate change disasters, including the sudden sea level rise that will submerge an island nation. The globalist elite are desperate for elections in 2024 to go their way as they continue attempting to evade prosecution for crimes against humanity perpetu- perpetrated in the post-pandemic era. In this context, it is no surprise that WEF WEF is warning us to look for global risks to be further exacerbated and by unexpected destabilizing shock events. What are the global elite planning? Perhaps the most concerning line in the article is in reference to intentional cybersecurity attacks. Give Klaus Schwab's long-standing interest in unleashing a devastating cyber attack on the world. This warning should not be taken lightly. Referencing CrowdStrike global cybersecurity outage in July, the WEF said, "Imagine if a bad actor did this on purpose and on even grander scale." All right, the WEF also claimed that I'm going to call them WEF from now on. The WEF also claimed that we are living in an opportunistic time for a global extremist group to emerge and wreak havoc around the world without suffering many consequences. Meanwhile, it sounds like the climate crisis will be leveraged by the global elite to further their agenda, according to the WEF. Where you can read the quote there. Um, central bank digital currency (CBDC) and digital ID payment systems are also on the agenda. More of the MOTB, according to Schwab and the WEF, who warned this will result in the global South moving away from trading in the US dollar, even attempting a new blockchain payment system. All right. So all these things are coming into play, and a lot of people don't realize as far as why this is a call for concern. All right. Okay. So we'll read this in Thessalonians. This is the book of First Thessalonians, 1 and 5. Oh, sorry, 5 and 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need. Hold on. I'll read this in the book of Isaiah. Hmm. I'm terrible when it comes to EI and IE spelling, man. All right. So this is the book of Isaiah 25 and 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of covering cast over all the people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. He will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord power, Yahweh, will wipe away tears from off all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth, for the Lord Yahweh hath spoken it. And it shall be said in that day, Lo, this is our power, we have waited for him, he will save us, this is our Lord Yahweh, we have waited for him, he will be glad and rejoice in his salvation. Okay, so the main point being is there's a veil that's been cast over all the faces or the minds of all the people upon the earth, save the elect. All right, and that's something that these coming events, if you're not privy to it before it unfolds, you're going to be swept along with the destruction. But if you're privy to it, you will be able to walk circumspectly as far as when these events unfold. So this is First Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. All right. The fact that we know perfectly that the day of the Lord comes as a thief in the night shows you that it won't be a thief in the night unto those that are aware. All right. As long as they stand upon their watch. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, all right, are not in darkness that they. I remember now what I was going to read. I was going to read Isaiah, I thought so. Isaiah 40 something. That was it, Isaiah 60. That is what it is. So reading on it says, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness that they should overtake you as a thief. You are all children of the light and children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness, right? So we're more than aware of these events that are going to unfold. Um, so the next thing I want to read is the book of Matthew 24. Do you know what? Um, yeah, man, I want to close on that. So the main point is these things about to activate. All right. So let me actually close with this. Very to the point precept. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.